Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 28. Please repeat or answer. If you need help, turn on the captions or print PDF on the website. They must be in love. Have you got any idea how long they have known each other? Did they tell you that they wish they would have known each other earlier? Where is it that they first happened to meet? Does it look like they've been waiting for some friends there? Did they tell you who it is that they're waiting for? Shouldn't their friends have already been there? Is that where they always tend to wait for their friends? Who is it that you're able to hear them talking about while you're standing near them? Shouldn't you all go inside to wait for their friends, since it has become a little cold outside? Do you always see them holding hands while they're walking around? If it got a lot colder, wouldn't they have to wear some gloves? She must have just got married. Is that where she always wanted to get married? Does this place remind her of the time she used to first begin dating her husband? Did she say that she has always been interested in getting married next to the sea? Who is it that she's in the middle of waiting there for? By the time she got there, wasn't her husband supposed to be there? Doesn't she wish he would have got there sooner? Wouldn't it be better if she waited in the shade for him? Isn't that where they're supposed to take some pictures after getting married? As soon as her husband gets there, do they plan on starting to take some pictures? Doesn't it seem like she would have difficulty walking outside in that wedding dress? Is she going to have her friend help her arrange her dress as soon as they're ready to take pictures? Do you know how long it will take to finish taking all of the pictures there? Who is it that she's thinking of sending copies of the photos to? How is it that they first got to meet? Have they ended up becoming great friends ever since they first met? Who was it that was sure they would fall in love with each other first? Now that they love each other, when is it that they've decided to get married? In how many months do they look forward to getting married? Do you have any idea if they've already started to live together? Don't you wish they would invite you to their wedding on the 3rd of February? Which one of them looks the youngest? Don't you look forward to seeing their wedding clothes? Did they go to the same hairdresser so that they could do their hair like that? Would it be expensive if you went to have them do your hair like that? Would you look as good as them if you wound up doing it? If you were them, how would you feel? Does she appear to be happy while she's staring at you? Is that where she goes out to smoke as soon as she has a chance to take a break? Does it seem like she feels happy to see you? How can you tell she seems a little disappointed with you now that you see her looking like that? Could you have sat next to her if there had been room? Have you been waiting for her to leave so that you could sit there? Don't you wish she were happier more of the time? Have you had the chance to talk to her a lot before? Would she begin smiling if you started to smile at her? Would she be friendlier to you if she knew you better? Doesn't she tend to be a little cold, even though she may know you well? Are you going to ask her if she has an extra cigarette to give to you? Would she have given it to you had you asked to have one? Where is it that she keeps her cigarettes? If she told you she didn't have any more cigarettes to give you, would you believe her? Is she using that hand fan so that she can keep cool? Is that what you wish you had too? It must be really hot and humid outside. Should she have gone into that building so that she could enjoy the air conditioning? Has she had the opportunity to see that ad before going to sit down? Doesn't he look like her son? Is that what she wants to buy for her husband? If she got it for her husband, would he be interested in using it? Did she tell you that he doesn't usually feel like putting on cologne? Wouldn't he smell better than he does now? Would she have a hard time getting him to use it? Wouldn't she probably wind up bringing it back to the store if her husband didn't feel like using it? Would you ever get that for your boyfriend? Don't you wish your boyfriend was as good looking as that guy? Wouldn't your girlfriends get a little jealous if they happen to see you with him? Does it seem like he just stopped there so that he could talk to her? Is that where he's seen her walking around before? How often does he get to meet her? If he hadn't seen her there, would he have waited around a little? Would he ask her to go for a ride with him if he had another helmet to give her? Does it look like her hair would fit into a helmet if she tried putting it on? How can you tell it must be really windy outside? If he got her to take a ride with him, could she sit on the back of that comfortably? Wouldn't she be afraid that she might fall off? Would she need to hold on to him tight? Would it be okay to ride on the back even though she didn't have a helmet to wear? Would the police stop them from going around if they saw she wasn't wearing a helmet? Where is it that he'd like to take her so that they could have lunch together? Is that where he's taken her before when they met? Is that scooter as fast as a regular motorcycle you see people riding around in? Would you rather ride around on that scooter or a regular motorcycle? Don't you wish you had a scooter like that so that you could go out to visit your friends? Is the guy in the van able to hear them talking? Would he be interested in talking to her? Doesn't he feel like getting out of his van and going to talk to her? Would the guy on the scooter get jealous? He must be in middle school. Isn't he a lot younger than you? Shouldn't he be in school now that it's past 9:30 in the morning? He must have skipped school today. Doesn't he look a little embarrassed that you saw him not going to school? Did you ask him what it is he's going to be doing there instead of going to school? Don't you wish he would go to school even though it may be late? There's no point staying out of school the whole day. When was the last time he managed to skip school? Does it seem that he really isn't interested in studying at school? What is it that he would rather be doing? Didn't you ever skip a day of school while you were young? If you happened to see his teacher today, would you tell her you saw him playing with his friends? Would he get mad if he knew you told his teacher where it was that he was? Have you got any idea what it is that she's holding in her hand? Is that a picture of her at the time she was a lot younger? Does she like standing there so that people can recognize how she looked when she was young? Doesn't it seem like she's stopped using makeup now? How long has it been since she quit using lots of makeup? Why is it that she decided not to keep using a lot of makeup? Did she tell you that she wishes she felt as young as she looks in the photo? It must feel really cold since she's wearing those winter clothes. Is that what she always likes wearing as soon as it begins to get cold? Did you ask her if she's used to always wearing black clothes like that? How does it make her look? Did your mother ever wear clothes like you see her wearing there? Did she tell you who it is that she's supposed to be meeting there? What did she say she plans on doing just in case they don't show up? What is it that they're in the middle of eating? Do you have any idea who it is that bought them that ice cream? Does it appear that they have just begun eating it? Doesn't it seem that the little girl is daydreaming about something while she is about to eat ice cream? Don't you wish you could have some ice cream right now? What flavor do you look forward to eating the most? Is the little girl keeping away from the boy just in case he tries taking away her ice cream? Doesn't he tend to try to take away her food as soon as he is finished eating? Would you share your ice cream with them if you were there? How much would it cost to get an ice cream bar like they have? As soon as they're done eating the ice cream, what is it that they plan on doing together? Did they say that they're used to playing a lot together? They must be brother and sister. Would those men have been interested in eating ice cream if you would have asked them? When was the last time that a friend bought you some ice cream to eat? Who is it that you're thinking about going out to buy some ice cream for? Doesn't everyone enjoy eating ice cream as soon as it gets hot outside? Did you ask him where it is that you would be able to buy some ice cream near there? Is that how he points when he gives directions to people? Isn't that how he dresses when he goes out to do exercises? Do they tend to play music while they exercise together? Who is it that's mainly showing people what to do? Do the other people there wind up following his movements? Did he ask you if you're used to doing these types of exercises so that you can keep healthy? How long would it take to know how to do this well? Would they help you to start to learn how to do it if you asked? Do you ever see people doing this in your neighborhood? If they held a class, would you be interested in finding out how to do it? Wouldn't it be worthwhile learning? Did you ask them if they feel tired after exercising like that? Do they ever begin sweating while doing it? How often did they tell you that it is good to do that? If you wound up wearing something like that while exercising, what would people think? Would you think of getting a shirt like that so that you could exercise with them? Don't people tend to be quiet at the time they do those exercises? Are they quiet so that they can concentrate? If you could do stretches like them, would you begin feeling a lot better? Don't you prefer listening to rock music whenever you get a chance to exercise? Did they just finish exercising? How long have they been sleeping there for? They must have gotten drunk before passing out there. Weren't they able to make it home after drinking last night? They couldn't help but falling down and sleeping there. Can you tell where it was that they were drinking before they passed out there? Who is it that's trying to wake them up so that they can clean the sidewalk? Shouldn't they have found another place to go to sleep? What would she do if she wasn't able to wake them up? Would she think about calling the police? Didn't she tell you that they aren't supposed to be sleeping there? How often does she see people laying there like this after she gets to work? Is that guy going to use the hose to spray water on them so that he can wake them up? Would they wake up right away if he started to spray some water on their face? They better get up soon. They must be eating noodles. Don't they seem to be too busy eating to be talking to each other? Can you hear them making noises while eating the noodles? Don't they tend to make noises when eating noodles? Is that where you would go to eat noodles if you felt hungry at night? Did they see the guy making their noodles while they were waiting for their food? Does it look like there are as many customers as workers there? How can you tell they must be in Japan? Don't you wish you could go there so that you could enjoy eating their noodle dishes? If you went, who is it that you would want to go with? Would you get them to pay for the noodles? Where is it that they've written the prices for the noodle dishes? Do the prices seem reasonable? Do they have them pay at the time they order? Do they seem to have a lot of choices of different noodle dishes? Did you ask them if that is where they make their own noodles? If you had been near there, would you have gone to have some noodles and ordered some beer? Who is it that she's talking to on the phone? How many minutes has she been talking to them? Is she putting the mic closer to her mouth so that they can hear her better? It must be noisy near there, so she's doing that. Don't you wish you could hear her talking to the other person? Is she leaning against the wall so that no one would be able to take her backpack? Did she get her shoes at the same place as that couple did? Would you have bought a similar pair of shoes if you could have gone there to buy shoes? Which one of their shoes would you be interested in getting? Wouldn't you prefer just wearing sneakers? Is the guy on the scooter about to fall off of it? Shouldn't he try to be more careful so he doesn't accidentally fall off it? Did she bring a lock so that she could put it up there? Doesn't she wish she had had a lock to put up there? One person must not have had a lock and just decided to put up a ribbon there. Isn't that where people put locks after they fall in love? Does it look like you need to use a key to unlock some of them instead of using a combination? Where is it that people tend to write their initials on the lock so that they know it is theirs? Where is it that people tend to write their initials on the lock so that they know it is theirs? If one of them fell out of love with that other person on the lock, would they come back to take it off, to throw it away? Did you ask her if she seems to recognize any of the names on the locks? Whose name would you put on a lock next to your name if you got to put a lock up there? How long have you known them? Would they be shocked if they knew you put their name there on a lock? Who is it that you wish put your name on their lock? Why is it that you love them so much? There is no point keeping it a secret. Did he ask those two guys to help him lift those weights just in case he happens to fall over? Will that help him not to get hurt? Have you got any idea how much weight he is about to lift? He must be super strong in order to do that. How many times could you lift it if you had a chance to try it? Isn't that too much for you to lift if you tried to do it? Do you wish you were as strong as that guy? Who would be shocked the most if they saw you doing that? Is that how you exercise when you go out to exercise at the gym? Wouldn't you have ended up hurting your back if you had tried doing that? Wouldn't you prefer just running on the treadmill at the health club? All I do is run on the treadmill whenever I go to the gym. Did you see people at the gym doing this the last time you had the opportunity to go? Would you wind up stopping to see them do this? He must be homeless. Doesn't he seem to be still sleeping? If he had a job, would he be able to afford a place to live? Do people let him sleep there as long as he doesn't bother people? Did he say he's used to sleeping outside since he doesn't have a place to live? Is that where he winds up sleeping the most during the fall? As soon as winter comes, where is it that he's able to go to stay at night? Doesn't he wish he had a good place to sleep at night? How long did he say it's been since he last had a job to make money? Did he tell you that he gave up and stopped trying to get a job?